I mentioned a little while ago that there was a huge trial going on with an initial plaintiff against DuPont, arguing that DuPont knew that a chemical that's part of that nonstick Teflon coating could cause cancer. Our friend Mike Papantonio from Ring of Fire Radio, also an attorney at Levin Papantonio Law Firm in Pensacola, Florida, was representing the first victim. This was a bellwether case, meaning it is one plaintiff, in this case, selected by the defense, DuPont, for an initial trial. The verdict is now in from that bellwether case, and the jury awarded a cancer patient $1.6 million after finding that DuPont was liable for leaking a toxic chemical used to make Teflon into drinking water near one of its plants. A 3-week trial ensued in Columbus, Ohio. They found in favor of Carla Marie Bartlett, who's the first to go to trial among, listen to this, 3,500 plaintiffs who say they contracted one of 6 diseases linked to the chemical, which is known as PFOA, also known as C8. Now, jurors did not award punitive damages, finding that DuPont did not act maliciously. So now, Lewis, we are going to have 3,500 more cases. Remember, this was the case DuPont picked to go first, and it led to a $1.6 million verdict. We're looking here total at possibly hundreds of millions or even $1 billion in settlement money.
Yes, and DuPont can afford that, right? It's really not that big a deal for DuPont. And I predict there will be many settlements, moving forward after what we've just heard here.
The relevant question for the average person is, does Teflon cookware cause cancer? Should you avoid it? It's not really clear, right? I mean, it seems to be that if you don't disturb that nonstick coating, that Teflon pans are generally safe. You do have to be super careful, though. You only want to use plastic spatulas on nonstick coatings. If you scratch the coating with a metal spatula or a fork or a knife, you probably want to get rid of that. I plan on switching to stainless steel myself, Lewis.
Listen, let's not even get into those details. The point is that there is no possible way that having these nonstick pots and pans will do you any good. It can only be harmful.
Well, it'll help you in that your food won't stick.
Forget about that, Dave. Like I've said before, I use stainless steel and I don't have any problems, okay? The sticking is not an issue. Just don't be lazy. That's all. Just don't be lazy about your pots and pans. Just get something else. You'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
All right, that's my plan. When I move to Boston, I'm planning on getting stainless steel. So do you find, Lewis, you need to use a lot more oil or butter to prevent sticking with stainless steel?
No more than usual. And you know what? When you're done, put some of the soap in the pot or pan, put some water in it, and just let it sit for a little while, and everything will be okay.
All right. Lewis's blog today tackling the issue of cookware. So that's what's going on with the Teflon case. And we'll continue to follow it. I mean, just incredible. And the documents that Levin Papantonio uncovered in their prosecution of this case, just amazing. So we will take a break. I'm on Twitter at DPakman. Lewis is on Twitter at Lewis Motamedi. Stay with us on this Tuesday.